So today is a very sombering or sobering day in American history. And I wanted to do you know, where I'm at right now, it's 8:03 a.m. Central Time. At 8:46 a.m. Eastern Time, 17 years ago, hijackers flew a plane into the North Tower of the World Trade Center. And to this day, people ask the question, especially on this day, where were you during 9/11? Pretty much everyone who was old enough to remember remembers exactly where they were on this day 17 years ago. Between 8:46 a.m. and 10:28 a.m., when the North Tower finally collapsed, New York City, Washington, Pennsylvania, and really the entire country were in a state of shock and a state of emergency. Flights grounded, family members worried, and soldiers knowing what was coming next. So I wanted to take a minute in today's event, with all the negativity and hatred that gets thrown around on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter, protests that happen every day. They pretty much say, no matter what your political, religious, or personal views are, we're all Americans. Doesn't matter if you're African American, you're American. Mexican American, you're American. Italian American, it doesn't matter. If you are a citizen of this country, you're American. And if you were here 17 years ago, these attacks affected all of us as Americans. So take a moment today to say a prayer, have a little moment of silence, and thank a soldier, thank a first responder. If you got a veteran that you work with, go thanks. Because if you've never served or been in a family with someone that served, and you honestly have no idea what a family or a soldier or a first responder goes through every day. Your personal views or your political affiliations, religious affiliations or views at this point in time in our country may be saying, I'm not thinking these people. And I'm not here to discuss those views or to discuss what's wrong and right. That's not my place. But take a minute and realize there are people in this world that do things to keep us safe. And although we may not always agree with what's going on. 17 years ago, we all cared very much. So say a prayer to whatever God you worship. Doesn't matter. And make today a day that's not about politics. It's not about, he said, she said, or, you don't like this person because of whatever they believe in or what, Today, we're just Americans. Doesn't matter race, creed, color, religion, or nationality that you're originally from. Today, we're Americans. Every day, we're Americans. Think back 17 years to where you were at and how you felt that day. And the prayers and the thoughts that you had that day. I can remember shock and sorrow and then worry. I had really good friends of mine that lived in New York City at the time, and I was fortunate enough, and my friends' families were fortunate enough that they all came home. So take a moment today, set aside all your negativity and all your personal feelings as far as things that are you may be protesting or against or such things, and just have a moment of silence and prayer for those lost that day and those still suffering today. Thanks for tuning in.